Hello GemIIToys, here we are once again with another comparison video. This time it's Stormtrooper time, and the main two contenders of this comparison slash competition are the regular Stormtrooper from Return of the Jedi, minor weathering, and weathered Remnant Trooper from the Mandalorian, most recently released. So those are the two main contenders on the left and on the right. And in the middle here, we have the OG Mando accessory helmet. That's because I figured I would include everything I have Stormtrooper-wise for this comparison. But the main two contenders, as mentioned, are this guy here with all his accessories, and the base is the Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper, pretty standard Stormtrooper with his box. These two guys are our guests, like our referees for this video. Bandai kits, they've been weathered by me. You can check out the video on that if you'd like, I'll link it up. And as mentioned, that's the OG Mando helmet that came as an accessory for the base on the spikes. Here, this is the Remnant Troopers accessories. Let's come with a little bit more. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. And of course the base and the figure with a lot of weathering. So yeah, here's our Remnant Trooper from the Mandalorian, but we're just gonna refer to them as Stormtrooper and Remnant Trooper for this video. But first, remember to subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on any future content like this. So taking a look at the boxes first, it's a pretty standard plain box with a nice image on each one. It's the shoebox style box with the wraparound band. On the side here, you do have an extra image. I feel I like a little bit more the image of the Remnant Trooper. It's a little cooler looking, but very similar situation, pretty much the same. As you can see on the tops there, it said Star Wars. And this is the other side of the box, band, Stormtrooper, Remnant Trooper, and the backs, giving credit to those who made these figures. Now the insert, removing the cover, this is what you would see. Nice image on both. We'll knock these both down. And the figures inside, very similar situation again, but nice presentation. Here we have the Stormtrooper and the Remnant Trooper. Plain and simple, but gets the job done. So, in terms of the boxes, I feel it's just such a similar situation. I'm gonna call this a draw. I do like a little better the Remnant Troopers art, but yeah, it's just a draw. So going next to the accessory section, this is everything each figure would come with. So focusing here on this open palm hand, that's the Return of the Jedi, Stormtrooper, and Remnant. Does have a little bit more of detail and texture on the glove and some shine, but they do come with the same amount of hands. As you can see, you get 5 extra hands, a little more weathered for the Remnant Trooper, of course. But it's interesting, they did change the design with the Rogue One Stormtrooper. I think the glove would be the same because it's the same figure, just weathered Remnant Trooper, that is. And here taking a look at the E11 blasters, very similar, but there are some design changes, definitely. I like a little bit better the Remnant Trooper one, and it does come with this extra weapon, the SE14R. So that's a plus for the Remnant Trooper. And of course, a little more weathering on the... So there I was showing you the thermal detonator. It comes off on the Stormtrooper. The Remnant Trooper has it attached, and I do prefer that, as it does fall off a lot when it's basically hooks onto the belt. It's kind of annoying actually, so I do prefer that on the Remnant Trooper. So points to the Remnant Trooper there. Here taking a closer look at the E11 blasters, it does have those same articulated joints, so you have that feature. As you can see, a little more weathering. And then taking a closer look again at the SE14R blaster. Now here, this is the E11 blaster from the Bandai kit. Doesn't come like this. I actually weathered these up, and does come with it, just like the Remnant Trooper comes with SE14R, so that's interesting. And here, this one I didn't weather it, not yet, maybe never will, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that those Bandai kits do come with all that, as well as this DLT-19 Heavy, which is pretty cool. You can actually use this with your Hot Toys figures. So yeah, I just kind of weathered them up a little bit to kind of match the Hot Toys. So in terms of accessories, yeah, to me it's a no-brainer. I mean, the Remnant Trooper does come with an extra blaster, you know, and I do prefer how the thermal detonator is just attached. So taking a look at the bases, we do have the metal plate on the Stormtrooper. It says Stormtrooper, and I like this style base. It's very plain but gets the job done. And the Remnant Trooper is a little bit darker and a little more weathering kind of there. And the plate says Remnant Stormtrooper, and they both have the same you know, with the adjustable cradle. They're so similar. Once again, it's like the boxes. I feel I'm just comparing apples with apples. So I'm gonna call this a draw as well. So taking a look at the figures, a closer look from bottom to top. As you can see here, there's a lot of difference. First of all, it's the design difference. The Stormtrooper is pretty much like the New Hope Stormtrooper. I know there's like a 2-pack that had a shorter one, like Luke Skywalker's height. Like, I used to have that figure actually, the In Disguise Stormtrooper, and then like Han Solo in Disguise would be the tall Stormtrooper. There's been several issued, but that was the latest one, the Return of the Jedi. And then this design change here is started with Rogue One. So basically the Remnant Trooper is a Rogue One weathered Stormtrooper. So these two side by side, there's a lot of differences, not only the weathering but design and height as well. As you can see, the Remnant Trooper is a little taller. Here, taking a look at the sides, there you can see the difference in height as well as design of the helmet. It's got like a flatter nose, like a French bulldog. No, maybe. And here are the backs. It does have, for the Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper, it does have the blaster holster. It's made out of leather. Here, you don't have that. You'll see it here in a minute. This piece is made out of leather. I don't really care too much about it. I never really use it, so it's not a big deal to me. So there you can see there's a lot of design differences, and of course, as mentioned, the weathering. But there's something about the Stormtrooper from Return of the Jedi, just that nostalgia factor. I really like that on the Return of the Jedi, but in figure form, I gotta say, I like the Remnant Trooper better. It just feels more solid in hand, and yeah, the weathering, of course. Just in figure form, I gotta give it. But here, I'm showing you the Bandai kits. I tried to get, this is actually, I did those kits before I got the Remnant Trooper. I was trying to make him look as Remnant Trooperish as possible. I feel like I kind of achieved it here. So For army building, I recommend these guys, the two you see in the middle. They're a little bit taller, and the helmet design is kind of strange. They're a little thinner. It does come with blaster holster. It's made out of plastic, but it gets the job done. You can attach it on either side of the belt, and they do have articulated toes. So they pretty much have the same articulation you would expect with a Hot Toys, maybe even better, because you don't have a suit underneath hindering articulation. So helmets, let's compare all of the helmets I have, starting with Stormtrooper. Now the OG Mando accessory is the same design helmet as the regular Stormtrooper, that one from the original trilogy, which is kind of interesting. You would expect it to be this design since this is Mandalorian, but no, they went with the design of the old Stormtroopers. And here we have the Bandai kits. Yeah, these helmets are they're bizarre, they're strange, but you know, for the price you can't beat it if you want an army build. So taking here another look. Here I'm kind of showing you what the inside looks like. It does have, so you can plug in to the neck. And the OG Mando accessory, you got this thing here, this piece of material there, so when you put on the spike, that kind of drapes down and has this hole. And as you can see, it's the same exact mold. It's exactly the same thing, just with a different paint application. And of course they made that hole, and you could actually put screw in that piece that the Stormtrooper has and peg it on. So here I'm kind of showing you, so you can see the visor is green. It's nice. I like how these look lit up like this. And this one, I'm not sure if it's because of the paint coat that goes over it, or it's just cheaper plastic. Either though it's the same design, it just kind of lights up the whole helmet, which kind of looks cool, but makes it seem a little cheaper plastic. Here we have green as well. So they all have a plastic separate piece. This one's got all that, you know, it's different, so no, that doesn't light up. But it does have the visor is an extra piece, and it's green as well, but can't do that because it's not hollow inside. Hollow, I want to say. So here I lined them up all in the same pose. This nice army I built. I actually did this because I'm gonna do a music showcase video of Mandalorian. At some point I'm gonna get that done, and I need an army of goofy guys like what you see here. Just, you know, in my videos I like to goof around, so it's goof around time. I put the thermal detonator on the head of that one. This is Giraffe Stormtrooper. This doesn't look all that bad. This is the Remnant Trooper helmet on the Bandai kit that I kind of customized, looking like a Remnant Stormtrooper, not as white, more yellowish. And I don't know who this guy is. I don't know. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. Zombie, happy zombie. Give me a hug. So when it comes to our two contenders, on one side we have the, at least for me, nostalgia factor. We have a cleaner Stormtrooper, some very minor weathering. I didn't mention it before, but it is definitely there. You probably saw it on the close-ups. So Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars film, and this is the way I remember a Stormtrooper. So definitely on the clean Stormtrooper, you got that nostalgia factor. And on the other side, I love Mandalorian 2, and the weathering, and in figure form, this is a better figure. So I'm really gonna give both thumbs up. I know both of these guys have gone up in price, but if you can get one, I recommend the Remnant Trooper is a better figure with all the weathering and all that. So that's gonna wrap this up. We have the wrap-up party. Yeah, he's nodding his head and he's agreeing with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, like, and comment. Enjoy the path of collecting, and I'll catch you guys next time.